Hey guys and girls, just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Buzzsprout. Start a podcast today with free podcast hosting for Buzzsprout, easy podcasting software for hosting, promoting, and tracking your podcast. Buzzsprout is the best way to publish a podcast online for secure and reliable hosting to full iTunes support. Get started for free, no credit card required, cancel at any time.
Stats are for losers.
That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about sports is.
You play to win the game.
Welcome to the Airin podcast.
But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Airing It Out podcast. It is Dustin Marion, as always, your host. I am blessed and honored to have my guy, Uncle Salty on Twitter, but I just like to call him Brandon. What's going on, Brandon?
What up, man?
How you doing? Yeah, so thank you so much for that fucking pick, bro. Fuck, I would have been having Cam. God damn, Teddy, is Teddy cooking? Because I couldn't even see.
Yeah, he's doing some things, man.
Are the
Did
Chiefs
Cam
behind?
play yet?
Are the Chiefs behind?
No.
No, the
I
fucking
don't think so. I
the
think
whack ass fucking Jets play on fucking Monday. Like I
Okay.
love
you-
how I'm talking shit now. I'm gonna post this, motherfuckers are gonna get mad. But I love how optimistic the Jet fans still are. They're like the sweetest, cutest fan. Because
most
every week,
pathetic fan.
bro, it's so bad. Every week they're like, we got this. Like they find like every excuse. You know what? They let go. The head coach let go of the play calling, and no, this week is gonna be the week. Oh wait, no, this player's coming back from injury. No, this is the week like, and we keep waiting for the week. I'm like, ooh, it ain't gonna be this week.
No, apparently not.
No, sir. So tell me,
Or
are they
next week,
right? Are they cooking over there or what? Who's cooking?
or the week after. Actually, I was watching Red Zone instead of Chiefs.
Okay, so what happened there? What do we got? What's
So
the
I'm
game?
gonna
What's the
have-
game? What was the game that was the most interesting from you watching for about an hour? Well, maybe more than that.
Well,
2
no,
hours.
I've been watching mostly the Chiefs, and I've been trying to keep up with my fantasy team because I'm playing. I'm playing for the number one spot against the number one guy, and of course, I took a gigantic shit as a coach. But that's just my nature
It
to do
happens.
dumb shit.
You know, I keep gushing about my boo. I tell you, this is my new man crush. But you know, Josh Booty came on the show and he really talked about that because I asked him. I said, sometimes when you're a coach and you get to the big stage, do you have a tendency of overthinking? And he's like, man, of course. Like, and it's weird because we think we're coaches of these virtual players. We can't really control shit. It's not like you could go fucking whisper into the quarterback's ear and be like, yo, bro, can you just throw like 3 touchdowns more and I would crush this
Yeah,
fool?
fired.
Can you just do some
tell
dumb
them-
shit and then I'll be good? And then I could tell that to 9 other dudes and I dominate every week. But it is tough to manage. I think fantasy's hard, especially football fantasy, because you have all this data and then you got to like measure it
Right.
based on the data, right?
There's a lot of data, dude. There's a lot of data, baby.
And you got to
You got data.
bro, and you can get lost in the sauce a little bit with the data.
Yeah. You got to know what you're looking for.
Correct, bro.
There's a lot of data.
Dude, I've like outread my gut, if you get what I mean.
I do.
Where I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna play this
that's what you
play,
gotta do.
and then I read some articles, and I'm like, I'm not gonna play that play. That play is terrible. This guy said it's terrible. And then you know what happens?
That's
My
overthinking.
play crushes, and I listen to some fucking hack on CBS Sports or
Yep.
fucking Yahoo Sports or fucking ESPN Sports, and I'm like, fuck. I listen to this guy. I got nothing.
I told you, like I told you about that other shit earlier, man, is the priests don't know if God is there more than you do.
For
These
real.
guys, they watch the same footage you do, and they probably don't watch the whole damn game because a bunch of them are hacks.
Yep.
What was the name of that website again? NFL what?
I think it was NFL. It almost sounds like Eventbrite. But we'll put it to the underground kids. We'll get it out there. Hold on, let me see here. The underground kids are gonna get it as I sent it to you, so I should be able to. Nope, I can't find it that way. So I'm gonna go the long way.
NFL Bite.
Is that it?
I think so.
Oh yeah, no. So you don't have it. You want me to resend it to you? Is that what it is, or you just telling me to bring it up for the fans?
No, I'm pretty sure it's NFLbite.com. Yep,
Yeah.
and it was.
Yeah. And so yeah, did it work?
It certainly did. It's been really good.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Chiefs are up. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm in the streets. I do it for the kids. I help out the peoples. That's why I love. That's why I love hackers. Everything. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm all about the people. I just gotta ask a question about stimulus, and I told the people. I said, listen, we gotta give the people the money. That's it. People gotta get the money.
These billionaires are just so confused, dude.
Yeah, they are.
They think that their enemy is the poor people,
Right.
but it's not.
No.
Their enemy is other billionaires.
Right. But this is kind of
Because you
unprecedented.
see,
Go ahead, tell me.
well, when the billionaires, right? When you give poor people money, what do they do with it immediately?
Spend that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, they spend it on shit they need.
Right.
Immediately. Now, who owns those companies that you're spending the money?
All the rich people. Or wealthy
The billionaires.
cats.
Well,
Yeah.
that's how they get the fucking money in the first place.
Right. Yeah.
So they can basically give up money, and it's going to come back to them because there's nowhere else for it to fucking go.
Right.
Except another billionaire.
That's it.
And
That's
the
it.
fact of the matter is that's who is a threat to them. The poor people will never, ever be a problem for them. Because
but when you
we
think
don't
about it
have
though,
the financial capital.
yeah, but do you really think that fucking like guys like Bezos are trying to stop the fucking Joe? They're not trying to stop the Joe, bro. The Bezos, the Bezos is doing well because the government structure is set up so that we can stay under tyranny and Bezos can keep profiting.
Yeah, well, they're just trying to get as much money immediately into their hands.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's inevitable that the money's going to end up with you guys.
Right. At the end of the day,
you offer all the services.
Well, that's like the fucking reverse of fucking Reagan economics and shit. Because it's like, motherfucker, it doesn't trickle down to us. We trickle it down to you.
Right. Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Because that Reaganomics is all fucking bullshit. Dude. And believe that. And don't forget, and COVID should prove this to you, your ass working is way more important to the business than the business is to you.
Bro,
you can get
what's
jobs.
The best analogy for that shit? The Matrix. We're all batteries. Without us, the fucking system don't go.
Exactly.
But the moment you fucking screw the goddamn light bulb into the bulb and you get the hamster in the hamster wheel, and he's treading his little fucking feet, guess what happens? We get electricity, and that's how the fucking thing goes, and that's how it is. And the moment
is what's important.
Yes, and the moment you want to free your fucking mind and jump off of buildings, they're like, no. Send Agent Smith after this motherfucker. We don't even care if he's Neo. We don't even give a fuck if he's the one or he's Juan. He's got to go.
Juan.
Right? You know what I mean? This is where it's at. Fucking Juan or Juan is the same guy. You don't even know. Like technically, Neo could have been like Latino. He could have been Juan, but they didn't understand. Wasn't written properly.
He was supposed to be Smith, which would have really
broken everybody's fucking brain. Yeah, that shit would have fucking fucked up everybody. That movie was so fucking like beyond its fucking time that it still lasts 20 years later, and we still don't know what the fuck happened. That's how strong and powerful that film is.
Like ever. And if you need some explanation on anything The Matrix, you have a virtual encyclopedia
for sure
on the other end of the phone right now.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I could probably start with the dialogue and get 90% all the way through Matrix Revolutions. Be 90%.
So watch this. As a guy who knows it like word for word, you want to hear a new and interesting take that I heard that has been on the Airing It Out podcast. Not only do I hope that you continue to watch or listen to the Airing It Out podcast, because you need to listen to Nasty. I'll take it. I'm crushing this fool this week. Fucking Tyreek Hill and fucking Teddy. Thank you. Ty Freak. Listen.
That's what you should call him.
Oh, I got you.
Because he's a fucking freak.
I know. I just love that fucking name. I'm probably name my other kid fucking Ty. And when they one Le'Veon and the other one Tyreek. God damn it. No, but what I was saying was because you're so amazing with the chronicles of the Matrix and understanding the film so closely, and I need you to listen to the fucking show more is what I was trying to tell you. There's more to this story, but because I'll be bringing you up a lot, I shout out Uncle Salty more than you ever could imagine, and so I'm talking to this guy actually on the Calvin Acker episode, and he's telling me what he thinks about the Matrix. And I think that night before, you and I had a conversation, or you were over, or something to that thing, and I was like, yeah, me and my friend were literally just fucking talking about how great this film is. And you know what he told me that I thought was interesting, because I've never heard anybody say this. He said that Neo wasn't the one.
Okay.
Neo,
he said that Trinity was the one?
No, none of them were the one. Morpheus was Morpheus, right? Okay. And he said that Morpheus like represented, I think if I'm not mistaken, because this was a while ago and we were sauce doing that interview, that
right.
Morpheus was Morpheus, and Morpheus was like representing that guidance that life gives you, right? And then the reason why Morpheus didn't, like, the reason why what he was saying, like what the lady was trying to say, the entity, what was that lady's name? Because you know all the words. What's her name? The Oracle. Boom. I can't believe I got it. Fucking the Oracle, when she said that he wasn't the one, she meant that.
Yep.
So he wasn't the one.
But he wasn't the one. That's what she was saying to him.
No, hold on. Look.
And he says,
go ahead.
And she says, but it looks like you're waiting for something. And he says, waiting for what? She says, I don't know, your next life, maybe. That's just how these things go. Well, he did. He wasn't the one until he got shot and killed. Came back from the dead.
See, that's why we got to talk to my guy, because you got to talk to my guy, because I felt the same way. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Not that he perished, but more so, maybe because he did perish. Maybe that's how I figured it. I'm trying to think about like how I originally accepted the story, but he was basically,
Mr. Anderson, I've watched you die with a certain satisfaction, I might add. Yeah, he got shot to death.
Right, yeah.
He got shot point blank range with like a fucking 45.
Yeah, that shit was a like problem. Yeah, the Desert the Desert Eagle. Yeah. But I thought it was fascinating. What he was saying was that, and you might be right. I got to remember what my defense was, but I was trying to bring up his defense. His defense was that basically Neo like realized he was the one, or not the one. He just realized that he was capable of doing what everybody else was capable of doing. Basically, like he was like a jacked up Neo. I mean, Morpheus. I got to get you two guys in the same room. Right. I mean, they made it seem that way, but I don't know. I just thought that take was funny, that he wasn't the one and that he willed himself to become something else. Like he totally unplugged. Think about it.
Like right after he got drafted, he beat Morpheus's ass. Just after he learned karate, just after he learned the thing, all Morpheus told him was, this shit isn't real. And then within 10 minutes, he was able to beat Morpheus up. And Morpheus was the leader of the entire resistance. So, he was way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, no, I argued it with the guy for sure. I was like, dude, that doesn't make too much sense. I was like, that's how you envision the film. He's like, yeah, that's how I got it. I was like, yeah, no, because I don't think that's the way it goes.
I'll give you an interesting take. The Matrix is about the Oracle and how the Oracle brought peace between the machine world and the humans, because that's what actually happened through the three movies. And she is the one who controls every move of all the main characters. She tells him exactly what to do. So she was like the master manipulator in the whole thing. And it was her who decided, because she says to Neo, the only way we can get there is together. And in the very, very end, the clone of Smith that is her copies Neo, making them together, and then that's how they defeat Smith in the end. Is the two of them? Yeah, it's I've I've spent some time with the Matrix because I mean I saw the fucking thing like 8 times in the theater.
Well, I like when you do things like that because this is a show about film enthusiasts, kind of partially, and that movie was groundbreaking in so many different ways and
Oh
in
my
so
God.
many different levels.
You know, many people don't realize that when he goes to talk to the Oracle. Do you know that New Orleans song? I'm beginning to see the light. I never da 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 da. I'm beginning to see the light. That song is playing on the Oracle's radio as she is having a conversation with Neo the first time they meet. Yeah, dude, you're gonna make me watch that shit
Listen,
again.
not
But
only
I
that,
don't
no,
do.
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a fucking exclusive revisit to the Matrix, and you and I are gonna sit down, even if it takes us to not watch the movies together, but separately, and bring a new court to this thing. Because boy, I see a lot of guys on Twitter bring a lot of this nostalgic stuff up, and everybody now loves Keanu just for John Wick, but man.
Right.
Matrix was just unbelievable, dude. The first one is the best
Yeah,
one.
Bill and Ted and Point Break is really what made him. And his first major role was Dangerous Liaisons, which nobody has. It was a little bit before your time. You've never heard of that movie, right?
I think I've heard of
Dangerous
it.
Liaisons.
I've heard of it. I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, it was an 80s movie.
I wasn't
It
really.
was an 80s
So
movie.
this was kind of weird. So my first introduction to Keanu, I think, was kind of Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventures, and then for some crazy reason,
Okay, the first one was awesome, dude. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was rad. That's a good movie.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I think so. For what it is, like there are a couple of fucking stoners who like can barely pass high school. It's pretty cool fucking movie, dude. I like it. Yes.
I gotta watch it again because I just watched I'm gonna mess over here. I just watched the remake, so maybe I gotta go back. But I still Keanu has developed a lot. Hold on one second.
Yes, he has. You know, and I never thought he was much of an actor. That almost kept me from seeing The Matrix because the commercials looked really corny. And he was such a horrible actor. Like he ruined one of my favorite movies, but he didn't ruin it. The Devil's Advocate, really like that movie. It's a good movie. Very, very underrated. You know that one, right? With
the Pacino.
Keanu.
With the Pacino, come on, that movie's fucking amazing.
And Al Pacino, yes, and he plays a southern attorney.
Yeah, that was
and his southern accent goes in and out the whole time. Yeah, you know who would have been perfect for that role? So perfect, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
Matthew McConaughey would have knocked that fucking role out of the park.
But he wasn't.
Huh?
He wasn't available.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't that guy back then.
Yeah, he wasn't.
You know, but like he is the perfect southern gentleman for that role.
Oh, he would have killed. That would have been. You know, when you look back and you look at some of these things, that's what I always tell Tabitha. My brother thinks I'm a fucking crazy because when I watch some of these movies, I'm like, okay, that's dope, but the whole cast sucks. So this movie's horrible.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. You miscast the fuck out of it.
And
yeah.
And that's a problem. I think, to be honest with you, looking back at it, even back then, maybe Keanu was the best pick. I mean, think about this. Apparently, Will Smith was up for that role. Would Will Smith have done it justice?
Well, Keanu Reeves does not look like a Southerner. Have you ever been to the South?
No, I'm sorry. I was talking about Matrix. I wasn't talking about.
Okay.
There's no way
he don't look like a Southerner, dude.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, there's
He
a lot.
doesn't.
No, he had to get like a whole cut. That kid is California. Like he looks so Cali. It's so crazy.
And he's very he's got a long face. Like he's a very city looking type of handsome.
Right.
You know, he's not country.
That's what made him,
at all.
I think, look so interesting for Point Break, because he nailed the CIA look. You know what I mean?
Point Break, that was a good movie.
Yeah. Even it was like that's why they can't catch it again. They can't catch the lightning on the bottle with
You
this
gotta
thing.
go down, man.
Yeah.
People died.
I know it's one of his like worst like deliver lines performances.
Yeah.
But I think that they wanted it like
his
that.
acting is terrible.
So how did he become?
It's terrible.
How did
his
he?
acting.
How did he become the man again?
The Matrix. The Matrix was a perfect role for him because think of all of Neo's dialogue.
Right. Not much. Not much.
What the hell?
Yeah. It was like
you mean I can dodge bullets?
Right. It was like they wrote it for Arnold and shit. I'll be back.
Yeah. It was a perfect role for him because all the dialogue. Hey, look surprised, huh? Whoa. Yeah. Every fucking utterance is like 3 syllables. What the hell?
Well, it was. You could even you could even say like it was very similar to Johnny Mnemonic, right? Because he probably got that off of that too.
Yeah. Yep. That's why he was cast in that role because he had taken the sci-fi role.
Yeah, he was looking.
Sci-fi is my favorite genre.
I think it's the best.
It's not even close.
It's really
not.
It's my favorite. I like it a lot.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about sci-fi is even though the person writing the science fiction story about the future, they are making a serious critique on current social dynamics.
100%.
Like 1984 was science fiction.
Right.
And it was a criticism on government. Like, it's a great, great medium to criticize government or criticize society.
Yeah.
But you just have to be aware, even if the director isn't, on how they're criticizing society.
Yeah.
Like, what was that movie with the big blue alien?
Which one?
Avatar?
Oh, yeah.
Avatar. Yeah, Avatar was a movie about illegal immigration.
Wow.
And destroying indigenous homes.
Right, yeah. That was more profound.
What that was about. And about how shitty capitalism is.
Right, yeah. And militarization also.
Yes. Now, they may not, like, the director may not even know that that's his criticism when he's writing. He might just be trying to create a plot. But, it's always
but it's always the same. I mean, I can make the same argument for fucking Star Wars, right? Fucking Darth Vader and the Empire is capitalism.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, sci-fi is, why do you think all the guys bad guys have English accents? Because they're the fucking imperialists. Like, it's not subtle.
Right. They're just taking shots everywhere.
Yeah, that's a fucking shot.
Fucking genius.
Like, but you don't even really notice it because you just subconsciously associate that accent with royalty because that's what imperialism is. It's saying to everyone else, God says I'm better than you, so you're here to serve me, nigger. God wrote the Bible, and he says I'm better. So you work for me now, nigga.
Oh, my God. That was like...
Yeah, I can translate.
That shit is kind of funny. That shit is kind of funny, that whole setup,
Yeah, well, I'm sure the niggas would have done it if they got out to the lead, too. So,
yeah.
I mean, let's keep it real.
Right. Dangerous minds, baby. Yeah, dangerous minds.
People suck. It's our nature.
To speaking about nature and fucking science fiction and all this stuff, I just did this phenomenal movie just came over my desk, and I watched it, and it's a sci-fi film, and it's from 2020. There's not a lot of movies that were released in 2020, and it's called The Possessor. Okay. It's called The Possessor. Bro, this movie's amazing.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's phenomenal. You need to watch it.
Huh?
The Possessor, bro. When you're talking about artistic,
onside kicking,
bro, it's unbelievable.
The Possessor. I like it.
Oh, it's really
Good
great.
title.
Oh, it's a great title. And apparently the the film is proclaiming itself for not having no edits. Meaning like they edited the film, but they didn't cut out anything. What they took
Okay, nice.
is what they got, and that's what we went with. No Hollywood
It's
studios
like a
got
Raw.
involved. Yeah, nobody. This thing has like violence and sex and like I mean it could be argued to be NC-17, but nowadays it wouldn't be that way because everybody's just on another level of being
Sure.
broken, you know, and it's just so easy.
Well, now they have TVMA, so shit has changed.
Exactly. That changed the game. So now you can show butt
Yeah.
on fucking regular TV.
I mean, you can show zombies getting their heads hacked off.
Right. Makes it fun. That's all that's important, bro. It's
what was
only thing that's important is that the zombies are getting their heads hacked off.
There was something I wanted to tell you about a film we were talking about. It was a sci-fi film, and I just can't remember what the hell it was.
All right, so far I'm doing good. My bench doesn't have more points than my starting lineup, but my starting lineup with four
Yeah,
players went fucking bananas. Bananas. Yo, I'm so fucking mad at my man Moore. He's such a baller.
Well,
They didn't beat you, right? Oh shit, it's 31-30. Shit, damn. With a minute to go, who's got the rock?
the Chiefs have it on the 44.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Cake is in the shotgun, talking about Blue 80 set hut. Yeah, they're in a tight form, 3 wide. Kelsey's out there too.
Wow.
And Mahomes just went back.
Damn, I can't wait to watch some football in a little bit. There's some good games. Apparently, the Seattle Seahawks have no defense.
Yeah, Allen's getting up in them.
That's crazy. I already knew the Seahawks didn't have no defense, but it's even more alarming to see that they just let everybody fucking walk all up and down them.
Right, like they're like a literal doormat. They're not just shitty. They're like
they're letting teams score 30 on them every week. You can't win football games like that, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Well, you know when I'm sorry, I'm not going to hate on Russell on
No,
show.
But look, you could, but whatever. I know. You know, I was thinking about the hatred, dude. The kid is a baller, bro. I went to sleep last night after you talked to me. I'm gonna put this fucking on the wax, right? And I almost dropped like a little baby tear. Fucking DJ I keep calling him DJ, which is disrespectful. DK Metcalf is unfucking believable. Not only is he unfucking believable, homeboy is on the Seahawks. Listen,
dude, he is the second coming of Terrell Owens. That's
I got a better one because Terrell Owens was a kind of a bit of a head case. He's the new Megatron.
Don't say Megatron.
He's the new Megatron, bro.
No, he's
okay.
He's not.
I'm gonna. I almost send you. By the way, I almost sent you the video, bro. I almost sent you the video because I was thinking about you because I knew you would give me shit. I was like, I gotta send this video to fucking. It was this.
And dude, Megatron was just smart. Like, that was one thing about that dude, man, is you fucking spoke to him and you knew that goddamn guy was absolutely brilliant. Like, book smart, street smart, like. And I think a lot of that played into his game. And Megatron played his entire career seriously injured.
No, that's a fact. That is a fact. I'm not going to argue that.
Everybody knows. Like, he was injured his entire fucking career. I think that guy started the first game of the season healthy, and then they threw him the ball 30 times in the first game, and he was hurt every year. But he still played and still went for 200 yards. Sorry, I really like Megatron. He's one of my all-time favorites.
No, listen, he's up there. What I'm saying is, okay, how about a poor man's Megatron? What I'm saying is that this is going to be the new physical receiver on the block. No, but T.O. has so much baggage. I feel like I love you, T.O. Can't wait to have you on the show. But I think that DJ, what's up?
And that's why I love T.O. because of the baggage.
Really?
Yes. Because he was that fucking good. I'm telling you, dude, he was that good. The reason he always got pissed off is because he's like, dude, you're not throwing me the ball 20 times a game. And if you would throw me the ball 20 times a game, we would fucking win. And he was right. And, I mean, I know he was just in the wrong situation, you know, because when he was in the right situation, he stayed in line. When Steve Young was the quarterback, he didn't talk shit because he knew the fucking pecking order. And T.O., you ain't on it. You're the new guy, so fucking sit down and shut the fuck up. And if you're a Steve Young type guy, you know, you can tell him that the whole time. But then when you replace him with 5'7" Jeff Garcia, and now, you know, T.O. is a superstar, you're going to have problems.
T.O.
Yeah. And his baggage is just from the fucking mental abuse that he took and got no fucking mental health treatment for
Okay,
his
but look,
entire upbringing.
listen, I think T.O. is amazing, but I think his best years were in Philadelphia, and that was like for an hour. I would, if I had to pick, and I know his numbers are crazy. T.O.'s numbers T.O. has for whatever you could say about T.O. T.O. dominates the numbers. But I would take Randy Moss before I would take T.O. Yeah, I know, and I would still take Randy Moss.
Oh, of course. Well, I think everyone would take Randy Moss, just because you remember when Randy first came on the scene. You know, Randy's debut
as a
was
rook,
way better than T.O.'s.
Yeah, I think that as crazy as people might think that Randy Moss was or is not, he had it more put together in his mind that he knew what it would take to be successful and to win, because he had a phenomenal rookie season. And that just continued. I mean, you know, he is, you know, again.
And he also came into a really, really good situation with Chris Carter on the other side, you know, Hall of Famer, who had.
Bro, he came into a great. We would talk about it all the time off air, you and I, about like, you kind of got to land in a good situation. He landed in a great situation. They were already throwing the rock. Chris Carter, to me, is one of the best receivers up there, too, who doesn't even get mentioned like that, who's probably known now as more as an announcer. Chris Carter's a fucking animal.
Yes.
Chris Carter will carve the fuck out of any DB. When it was that time, that was one hard-nosed gangster fucking wide receiver.
Yes. Yes.
And he's now known as some
like
dude that talks about shit. Yeah. Seriously.
My favorite time.
Yeah. I'm being real. Like, it's crazy to think that Homeboy really, I mean, that's what's starting to get lost. And I don't know. I talk to fans, and maybe I got to get more on them, but I feel like a lot of fans are just like more involved about what's popping now and about their team. When maybe I hold people to too hard of a standard, only because I'm just like such a historian for the game.
Yeah, history.
Yeah, that is like, nah, you motherfuckers are confused, you know, because it sucks when you hear, like, think about it, right? So Calvin like overshadowed all these dudes, because now when you think of great receiver, fuck the numbers. Calvin Johnson was that guy. When you start to think about numbers,
and Calvin also played in the era where you couldn't go over the middle without getting fucking destroyed.
Right. And then when you think about it, you go, well, you know, maybe Jerry Rice, right? But my argument for Jerry Rice is like, I'm not going to argue that Jerry Rice's numbers is not ridiculous, because I've tried to argue it and I've lost, because his numbers are ridiculous. But he was right. He was in a system that dudes were fucking throwing him. They were peppering him like crazy. He was the main target. Like, San Francisco understood, like, let's get the best guy to rock all the time. We're not fucking around here.
And no one had ever seen the West Coast offense before. So it's taking advantage of those linebackers and all that shit like never before.
Putting guys in the fucking slot, moving dudes around, all that shit.
So, you know, his numbers are kind of skewed.
Right. So then you get then all of a sudden you get T.O. T.O. comes out of nowhere, because it's weird, but T.O., like you said, he has his second best numbers. That's crazy.
Yes, isn't it?
It's
And
wild.
they
It's
clowned
wild.
him on the fucking Hall
Right.
of Fame.
Like he's
And they
fucking
clowned
nobody.
him on
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's some fucking bullshit, dude.
It is bullshit. But that's why I hate that the writers really have like I like the
it's fucking
top
crap.
NFL 100 because the top NFL 100 is written by peers and coaches. Yeah. Don't run some shit and tell me that it's going by dudes who never played the game and those are who's doing the voting. That sounds terrible.
Exactly. Tell me who did in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Oh, well, T.O. was just he was so volatile that boo fucking who. Yeah, okay. He also ran a 4.3 at 240, 6'5", and he played that big.
Right. Unbelievable. A trailblazer in a lot of ways because he was the first of his kind. If you think about it, like Randy Moss was more fit in that slender swan gazelle
wideout.
Yes.
Yeah, you want a long, tall guy.
Yeah, T.O. was kind of like the fucking tight end who lifts every weight and the defensive end that's angry. But no, he plays wide receiver.
T.O. was just an athletic. It was obnoxious. It was like, how are you so big and so fast at the same time?
Yeah, no,
like, how
insane.
is your frame so fucking huge? And like, how are you so coordinated?
Just unreal.
Yeah, dude.
Just crazy.
You know, like, how are you so fucking strong?
Yeah. The wingspan,
I
the
remember
fucking
him
jump out the building.
The ball, like, he could just push guys over that were trying to cover him because the guys trying to cover him are our size.
That's what I'm saying,
5'9".
Fucking wingspan, bro. Imagine somebody not only stiff arming you, but stiff arming you with a log that's like 6 fucking feet. You're like, shit, I can't even touch this dude.
Yep. Yeah, that's connected to fucking thighs and traps and shit that are just like
phenom.
He's like the fucking Incredible Hulk.
So you're talking so get to wheel it back a little bit. You were saying that DK Metcalf is more built in the TO style.
Yes.
Not so much the Calvin not the Megatron blueprint.
Not the Megatron, Randy Moss, Julio Jones.
Got you.
You know, those guys are leaner.
Do you know
and those guys are like
you know that they're saying that he's in that argument though. There's people that are making wild accusations saying that he's going to be a Calvin Johnson.
Well, I mean, that's
Julio Jones.
You know, that's fine.
I can't believe it. Did fucking Teddy get sacked? Teddy got sacked and fucking cost me like fucking 1.2 points. God damn it, fucking Teddy.
I don't have a problem with people comparing him to Megatron. I think it's valid. I just think T.O. is a better comparison.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Damn, this guy's got a lot of guys that gotta play right now. Ooh,
you know.
Yes, I like it. By the way, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I love when I'm a genius sometimes. I love it when I'm a genius. Because I started to think of this, right? This is what I love about fantasy, and I make the same correlation to stocks. Because you got to know what fucking companies you're investing in. But I went crazy because I did my homework, and I started watching Redskin games. And I'm like, man, I'm fucked at running back. I need to find a running back. So I hit the waiver wire. Waiver wire is not doing great because running backs, people still think running backs have value. I don't hold that much value in running backs, only because I think that running backs get replaced all the time. And so I always draft just one good one and then a bunch of good lucks.
Right, and then fill it up later.
Yeah. So I found this kid, McCassick, and McCassick, as the Washington running back, scored 17.20 points. Unbelievable.
That's not too bad there, buddy.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
And I was gonna drop him. Because I wanted the quarterback from that team. I really like that quarterback, to be honest with you.
What late games are you interested in?
Oh man, you talking my language. I like when you talk to me dirty, girl. So I'm already. Let me see here. So damn, fucking, I love my guy Diggs. Diggs is a beast.
Oh, dude, Alex Smith was taking snaps today.
I know he should, but I find it sad because I really like that kid Allen. Like I said, Allen.
Yeah, well, he got hurt pretty badly.
I'm sure
He
that must
left on the meat wagon.
no bueno. Wow, was that your line or my line?
That was yours.
Damn, that sounds crazy. You hear what they're trying to get me at? They got the jungle animals out here trying to get me, daddy.
The Chargers and the Raiders just kicked off.
Yeah, oh, that's what I was watching. I was watching his teams. So, I don't know. I seen the Dallas games got me interested. I want to see that Steelers Dallas. I want to see Steelers cream those fuckers. That's what I want to see right now.
Well, that's the only thing that's going to happen.
Right. Yo, we're gonna have to split the picks. By the way, we're gonna have to split the picks. Okay, you're gonna have to. I need you. I need you. I need you, daddy. All right.
All right,
We gotta figure out. I gotta figure out a way. We're gonna have to do it off your phone. I'm gonna have to teach you, Grandpa. You're gonna have to download fucking Zoom or fucking Skype so we can get the video action up in this motherfucker. And we're gonna.
I already have that.
Yeah, no. We're gonna have to do the recording of this thing here because I did the picks. I think let me see how I went. So Chiefs lost, right? I mean Chiefs won, right?
Yes.
But they didn't cover because that spread was 10, so I lost that game. Let me see who else. Let me see. I should pull up the NFL. Let's see. Let me get the NFL up in this motherfucker.
Dude, the spread is like insurance companies and the deductible.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I should have took the Panthers to cover. I didn't think Teddy was gonna do all of this. But I knew it was gonna be on the road. So I was like, So okay, the Packers, yeah, okay, wait. Wow, the Texans barely eked out that fucking game. I probably lost that game because Texans were probably favored by 3, so I lost that. I lost the fucking the Washington game. I picked Tennessee to win. That I don't know. They covered. I picked Minnesota. They covered. Chiefs. Ravens. I took that shit all day. I can't believe the Bills. I lost that Bills game, man. Fucking Seattle. The Bills are for real. Fucking Bills, bro.
The Ravens had a really tough time on offense this season so far.
I picked the Falcons too. I think the Falcons are better than their record is. I think if the Falcons could start stringing wins together, they might be a problem. I think a lot of people
I think they're way.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of teams that are way better than their record, which is crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? When that's like a thing, you know?
Totally.
Because they right now they're 3-6. If they win 3 more games, they're 500. That's all day. You know what I mean? Especially that's why I think the NFL should have did something. They should have did what the MLB did, and the MLB basically just picked like the best 16 teams in the league. It didn't matter if you were just 500. You had the best record, you went.
Right.
And because of COVID.
So they just took.
Yeah, the best 16. So basically, they took half of baseball. So the NFL should have did the same thing. Take half the teams that are the best records, and then now we do a different format. You just add another 2 games. Damn, Jacobs? Is that Jacobs? Fuck. No, that's not Jacobs. That's some other motherfucker. Oh, shit. 23. Devontae Booker just scored for the fucking Raiders. That Raiders.
Who the hell is Devontae Booker?
Like that segment says, that helps no one. Wow, Fuller went off today.
Yeah.
Damn, I got that wrong too. I thought it was gonna be Randall Cobb, who Watson the Magician was gonna go fucking do the greatness with. But
the other guy, Cook's got 100 and something yards too.
Ooh, see, I predicted that. I said Cooks. No, it was Cooks. I should have took Cooks. I took Cobb, Cooks. Now, you know, I thought their wide receiving core was garbage, but you can make an argument that that's actually kind of decent. Cobb's, Cooks, and Fuller, and they have this other guy who's kind of mad who wants to get traded. What's that other fool's name? It's not Will Fuller. Who's the
I
other?
don't know.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
think they want to get traded.
Yeah, no, there's a dude in Texas that wants to get out. Like, there's a lot of receivers that are on the block. I almost feel like the Browns should have traded Odell. Right after that end the round game, I would have traded him. I'd have been like, you see, he's great.
Who's gonna want him?
Huh?
Who's
Everybody.
gonna want him?
A ton of teams. A ton of teams. Are you kidding me? A ton. You would have got at least a draft pick out of him. I would have said, look.
Yeah, you could have totally got.
Yeah, I'd have said, look, check this out. We'll eat most of the contract. I want a second rounder. Third rounder, I'll think of it. But give me a second rounder for this kid. He just took an end around to the house. He's phenomenal. We got him playing good. He's playing good with everybody. The best place for him to have gone, to be honest with you, and that would have been great to watch because Bill Belichick is just a genius. Take him to New England.
Yeah.
Put that kid in New England. Introduce him to Cam Newton. What's up?
I think he's too much of a head case for Bill.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Bill wants to touch
him. I disagree. I think that, especially guys, I've heard Beckham talk. I talked to Beckham, and this was my like Zoom meeting with Beckham. Beckham, you want to win? Yeah. Okay. We win all the time. We have a quarterback. He used to be the former MVP. Want to play on that team? Why not? He's gonna probably talk shit and say, "Well, I was on another team, and homeboy couldn't run to save his life, so he couldn't throw me the rock. That shit got me transferred over to fucking Cleveland. I'll play with my homies. That was alright, but homeboy's kind of limited there too. All right, cool. So you get all the answers you need right now. You get Cam because they trained in the offseason together. Now you give him Beckham. Now Beckham is gonna basically bring up all the receivers to another level because they're like, yo, we don't play like homeboy, we're fired. Right? Not like the best player is mediocre, so then they're like, well, he sucks, so we're good. We're not getting fired.
Right. Mail it.
We killed it, bro. We're gonna be fucking running the bench all year. These guys suck, so we're good. And that's what I'm saying. I think,
unfortunately, it doesn't seem like he's a leader like that.
I don't think it's about leadership. I think it's just about numbers. When you're around the best, it has a way of affecting you. It just does. And I don't think he would have been a leader because, I mean, you know, you could argue Cam is the leader of that team. And so I think that it would have been Cam telling him to like, yo, just chill, son. Because Cam, people talk a lot of shit about Cam, but one thing Cam is, he gets it. He's a smart dude, and he's a smart dude where it's like, I forget who he had beef with back in the day. But he tried to be like,
Kelvin
yo,
Benjamin?
I think it might have been Kelvin Benjamin. And he came up to Kelvin Benjamin and was like, yo, whatever happened, blah, blah, blah. And then Calvin went crazy. And he was like, oh, man, you're a dumb motherfucker. I was coming over here with peace and shit. I was trying to tell us to go smoke a blunt later. And now you fucked it up.
Yep. And all you had to do was like chill out for a minute, dude.
Yeah, you should have been like, yo, Cam, you're right. I'm sorry. Like, that's one thing I got to say about Kyrie. Like, Kyrie is an interesting character, but he has LeBron's ear.
Right.
And LeBron will be like, yo, you fucked that up. And he'll be like, damn, you know, you're right, LeBron. I fucked up. Blah, 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 blah. That's way better than some dude be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You don't even know me. Like, what? Bro, you was a rookie on my fucking team that this team was awesome. I was awesome when you were on my team. Okay? So you were just like a complimentary piece. You should be a little bit more friendlier to me because I'm actually extending you an olive branch because you was an asshole and I'm trying to be even bigger than you and you shove my hand? Wow. Just disrespect. Just disrespectful. Just alarmingly disrespectful.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to play with LeBron.
Right.
Because he's going to draw all the attention and he likes to pass.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same principle with like a Cam Newton. Cam Newton's gonna draw all the media. Cam Newton's gonna draw all the media away from you. The guy that did. If Cam Newton and Odell Beckham are in the same building, no offense, Odell, they want to talk to Cam. Cam is on a whole nother level. Cam, first of all, we want to see what Cam is wearing. We want to make fun of what Cam was wearing. We also want to not make fun of it and say, damn, that actually he pulled off the handkerchief like a motherfucker. Because you can say all you want about that motherfucker. He still looked clean as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right? Like
he was
you could
fucking
be like,
dropping on.
yo, he was a little out of touch, but damn, he had the fucking 3,000 scarf, he had the 3,000 handkerchief. The motherfucking the blazer looked fire, the shoes look fire. He got the fucking tailor. Come on, bro. Guy comes in clean. He not
Dude,
missing
he
it.
dropped some last week where I was like, damn.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I follow him on Twitter. He literally has people designing clothes for press conferences. And now, like early on in the season when he was doing good, he did like a lot of Clark Kent shit. So it was like a lot of vest and like button downs.
Yeah, he
I'm not saying nothing against Odell, but Odell, you're not on my man's level. Homeboy is just like flamboyant that he has it down.
yes.
And he can produce on
and
the
like
field. What's up?
And a lot of it isn't that flamboyant.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-mm.
like just a nice suit with a really
But I
nice
think
hat.
I think when you say flamboyant, the word flamboyant has been bastardized. I mean it in the best possible way. Like this motherfucker's dapper and classier than anybody in the room at that specific moment. He got it. He's dialed. He knows exactly what happened, what didn't happen. He's got the cuffs and the shoes to match. Like, I respect that. Like, you don't dress for the job you have, you dress for the job you want. And homeboy is dressing him. I don't know what job he's gonna get, but that dude, bro, from the hood. And style is a big deal in the hood. He's got the best style
It
I've
really
seen.
is.
He's got the best style I've seen on most celebrities, and it's like all him. You know what I mean? Like he don't got no designers. That's out of this kid's imagination. He's like the Lady Gaga of like classy. When you think about how he dresses, because Lady Gaga develops that shit. I'm sure he's in there with these dudes. Like, nah, that looks whack. That sucks, dude. He was I don't know how many people have YouTube channels. He was one of the first fucking athletes to have a YouTube channel, and be sick at it and have like amazing, like it'd be in black and white, and he'd be talking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Is this Cam Newton or is this like a film noir? What the fuck is happening right now?
Right.
Are we doing football or is like who's directing this piece?
You looking through a monocle, dude. Like you real fancy. You like the Monopoly, man.
Dude, he's great. He's great. And so what I'm saying is, I think if you put a guy like that around a Odell Beckham, not only does it elevate the bums on the fucking receiver core, but it also takes the pressure off of Odell because Odell is not the guy at the presser, right? In Cleveland, he's the guy at the presser. So they're going to be like, yo, so why did you wear a watch? Oh, so you shake shits on girls? Oh, what the? It's like, fuck, why am I the guy? This is terrible, right? Now, if you got greatness, and I don't mean greatness, and I shouldn't say it like that, but when you got elegance walking in the room, no one gives a fuck about you, bro. Elegance is in the building. We want to talk to Elegance. We want to see what Elegance is doing. And then maybe some of your antics kind of get like sidelined, where it's like, well, we don't really want to talk to Odell about that. Fucking Cam gave us like an amazing 40-minute bite. We're going to chop that up and we're going to run with that.
I think Cam is a much more interesting person.
100%. He might be the most interesting man on the football field. When you think about it, and everything that he, I don't know, brings. Like the dude is just, he's amazing. I'm a fanboy all day for Cam. He's unbelievable. I was in love with him when he came out of college. I was in love with him in his rookie season. I was in love with him get the MVP. I couldn't even believe he lost to the fucking Broncos. I was like, this team sucks.
That was terrible.
Dude, they put up 40-something points on the Cardinals like the week before. And they show up so flat.
I just didn't like the way that that game was refereed.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. That's why I'm telling you, and I'm saying it here, and you guys can get at me and whatever. I have like the nice interviews and the fancy interviews with great people, and then I have a little bit of more realer interviews with my friends. Bro, the fucking fix is in. It's in. It's fucking in, bro. I watch shit and I'm like, how did you call that? But that call ended up being the outcome of the game. That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's not, bro. Look, you see my man Jay. I had to keep him incognito because of the fucking work he does. But I had to have him on it. He was incognito. telling me what was going down. Bro, there's no way they have the point spread that accurate. How is that possible? How's that possible? It's impossible. It's impossible if there's not a fix in. There's no way, right? And then they got the bullshit. How the fuck you know this team is gonna win by 3, and then you put a half a point on it? So I lost. I lost. There goes the mortgage. There goes the fucking milk for the kids and everything because I'm a compulsive gambler. And you set me up like, oh shit, I was gonna crush this, but you put a 0.5 in it. Come on, man.
And then who would have known that the 0.5
would carry so much fucking weight? Isn't that bananas? Just
when you're making bets, you should buy a point every now and then.
No. So when I do my picks, that's my new shit. Don't fuck with the hook. That's what we would call it. Buy the hook. Buy that shit. Because it'll fuck you up. There's no reason why a game needs to be a half a point. It's either 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. Don't get yoked with the half a point. I think you know what was fool's gold last week? Jets versus KC. Hold on. Okay. We'll see. Let me see, because I don't even know how long we're gonna go, but I'll hit you back up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
All right.
Captain, Uncle,
My
Salty, Stuffs. Thanks for coming, bro. Fucking the NFL.
pleasure.
All right, buddy. Peace out.